Here I have some patterns already marked onto the tracing paper. Here's one of a front top pattern, but here's the palm tree. Will be going on the back, and I will be cutting out. After I traced it, I laid out some registration marks, as you can see, the blue lines, and then I copied it with my copier and printed it out and taped it down to my stencil board. Next, with the number 11 X-Acto knife and a sharp blade, I'll just cut out the patterns out of the paper that's just glued to the top, taped to the top, and I just want to lightly score the board below, or score it, and then later you'll see what I do. But for right now, I'll move it around to whatever way makes it easier to cut the piece, and I'll just cut all these pieces out. I'll show you an example on this here. In a way, it's a lot like doing inlay. Tracing the patterns out and then cutting them out. When it comes to cutting it out of the board, stencil board below, I'll actually use some type of magnification, unless you have really good eyes. I've been using a light that has the magnifier built in it. Already did that. Tunes courtesy of WYEP in Pittsburgh over the internet. This also reminds me of, like, if you were engraving, except you're cutting the paper and scoring it. Oh, I didn't cut that. Alright, that's the idea. And when I complete all the pieces, then I'll show you what I do next. Now that I've scored everything and cut it out and removed the paper, I just simply take some colored chalk, purple in this case, and I'll scratch it and get some dust. This is the same as when you scribe inlay pieces on a neck or a guitar. This is also what I do. Usually with white chalk, and then you just rub it in. To highlight your scored lines. Okay, that line's a little weak, but I can still see it, so. So now it's a matter of taking the number 11 X-Acto knife again and cutting it out all the way through. Now to do this, what I'll do is I'll put a piece of polycarbonate as my cutting block. This here surface is too soft and it won't cut as clean line, but the poly leaves you with a good cut line. As you can see, it's quite a slow process actually. It's almost like routing out the inlay channel. And when you get it done, go back and clean up any edges. But I'll continue to cut all that out. That'll take a while, and get it ready. So that's pretty much it in this stage of the game. Well, there I have the last one cut out. What I did was I have little marks here, here. They're all for registry, and on here I have marked two, the center line, and then all I do is line up the lines, and I spray it this way for this pattern. And after that's sprayed, I flipped it over and dried, and then I sprayed it mirrored, and that gives you that pattern right there. And that's pretty much it. Here's paper where obviously I papered off around it for overspray. What I also do is I have some little to hold the template down. I have some little earth magnets that I wrapped in tape, and I would have that sitting there, and I put the earth magnets on it, and it helped keep it tight in certain positions. But you also know you get some overspray and bleed because it's a stencil, but I kind of like that effect as more than a silk screen, so I don't mind it being there. I think it looks more like the originals. So I'll just let that dry, then it'll be clear coated, level sanded, and that'll be that pattern finished.